can stand on his own 2 feet like others. Then if the black man, the black leadership, who has access to all of this money and has all of these degrees today, can't use his talent and his know-how to set up business opportunities, job opportunities, housing opportunities for the black people, the same as the white leaders have done for white people, then these black leaders need to get off the boat. They're not leading our people toward any kind of independence, but they're using their positions and their education and their talent to exploit our people worse than the slave master did during slavery.
Observations about the Constitution reveal something essential. The founders' intent was never neutral. When today's white supremacists proclaim that America is a white man's country, or when they lament that they are losing their country, they are not inventing a fantasy out of thin air. They are appealing to a document that, in its original design, restricted humanity, rights, and political power to white landowning men. The Constitution itself, its exclusions, its silences, its compromises, provides the historical scaffolding for their claim. A white majority has been raised on a mythological memory of discovery, expansion, exceptionalism, and boundless opportunity. This myth allows them to imagine that the nation belongs uniquely to them. But that myth collapses when placed alongside the lived memory of communities of color, stolen lands and broken treaties, slavery, Jim Crow and segregation, boarding schools, ethnic cleansing and genocide, internment camps, mass incarceration and families ripped apart at the border. For those who are not white, America has not merely flirted with fascism, it has enacted fascism. And in many ways it continues to. Layered on top of this is capitalism, a system deliberately constructed to defend and reproduce the interests of the same white landowning class the Constitution was designed to protect. Capitalism was not an afterthought to this racial order, it was the economic architecture that made it profitable. This is precisely what the Black Infrastructure Trust confronts. BIT challenges capitalism not as a neutral economic system with a few flaws, but as a structurally white supremacist and patriarchal order, a system whose foundations were built to concentrate wealth, power, and legitimacy in the hands of white men, and to extract life, labor, land, and future from everyone else. BIT challenges capitalism by creating a system in which every person is an owner of their labor, not merely a seller of hours. Instead of wages that extract value upward, BIT builds value back into the community and redistributes profits to the very people who generate them. Participation is rewarded in 3 interconnected ways. 1. Membership dues equals ownership. A weekly contribution of just $1 grants each member an ownership share in the trust. This small, consistent investment converts membership into real stakeholding and ensures that profits flow back to the community, not to distant capital. 2. Purchasing within the trust, credit toward ownership. Whenever a member buys a product or service from any BIT enterprise, they accumulate ownership credits. Every dollar they spend strengthens the collective, and at the same time, expands their personal share in its success. Consumption is transformed into wealth building rather than extraction. 3. Contribution profit share. The more a member contributes, through participation, spending within the network, or supporting BIT enterprises, the larger their share of the annual profits becomes. Instead of rewarding those who already have capital, BIT rewards those who build, sustain, and participate in the community. BIT challenges capitalism by creating a system in which every person is an owner of their labor, not merely a seller of hours. Instead of wages that extract value upward, BIT builds value back into the community and redistributes profits to the very people who generate them. Instead of rewarding those who already have capital, BIT rewards those who build, sustain, and participate in the community. The most valuable possession any person owns is your time/life, which cannot be replaced or renewed.
White immigrants can come to this country 50 years ago with nickels and dimes and no education, and come here and pool their little nickels and dimes and no education and set up little stores, develop these stores into larger stores, develop this into an industry which creates job opportunities for whites. Since Lincoln was supposed to have freed the black man 100 years ago, and today the black man, according to the government economist, has spending power of $20 billion per year. We feel that with the black man spending $20 billion a year, not setting up any businesses, not creating any industry, not creating any job opportunities for his own kind, he's not in a moral position to point the finger today at the white man and tell the white man that he's discriminating against him for not giving him a job in factories that he himself set up. If the black man has $20 billion, and these so-called Negro leaders are such geniuses that they can integrate white restaurants and integrate white factories and force themselves into that which the white man has set up, they should use this same ingenuity to show the black people how to pool our wealth and set up something of our own.